Hello guys, today I will show you how I made this Spiderverse Miles Morales animation using Blender and DaVinci Resolve because a lot of you asked me to. I will be getting to the animation, the shaders, and the post-production so that the animation looks similar to the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse film. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for the animation, I used this free Miles Morales rig that I will link in the description down below. For this animation, I was trying to do a run cycle. Because it was my first time doing a run cycle, I had to get some reference. That's why I used this image as a reference. So I used this image to tell me the main poses that I had to do. So I started posing my character. I used Ctrl-Shift-B to paste the pose flip at the end of the timeline. This is a trick so you don't have to do the pose all over again. Then I started working on the in-between pose. Once the animation was done, I saw that it didn't look very Spider-Man. That's why I decided to push the poses further so it looks more cartoony and honestly better. Once that was done, I wanted to make the animation in 2s, which is what the Spider-Verse film is animated in. So for that, I went to the graph editor and applied the modifier to all the curves called constant interpolation. And there you go, that's how the animation ended up to be. Now let's work on the background and the shaders. Because the character was already shaded, I didn't have to worry about that. But I wanted to build some sort of background. So I had two ideas in mind. I could do a side shot and then a front shot. For the side shot, I decided to take a plane and make this shader, which is basically a noise texture but is stretched. And you can use any kind of texture, Voronoi texture, noise texture, whatever you want. Then I animated that texture so it moves as if Miles Morales is running forward, and it also gives a sensation of speed. Then I want to work on the front shot. So for the frontal shot, I had to take a different approach. Instead of using a plane, I made a cone shape with a cylinder, so I could put the same material, the same shader in with some difference. And here is the final texture. Then I rendered the shots and took them to DaVinci Resolve, where I added some effects such as bloom, chromatic aberration, etc. And then I also did this comic layout so it looks similar to the film. Finally, I added some music and sound effects. And this is the final animation. Go check it out. See you in the next one. Bye.